Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chris Todd. I'm the Director of Innovation at Trafalgar Fire. I've been here about 9 years and as you can see here I do all of my own stunts. I'm here today to give you a bit of a different FyreFIX to what we'd normally be doing. What we're going to be talking about today is really part of our development process and the interesting things that can happen when that integrates with a real-world project. So what we're dealing with today is our new patented FyreSHIELD system, and what we're going to be talking through is some of the development on how it came about, some of the complications we found along the way, as well as dealing with how we got to the end product that we've just launched. In 2005, AS 1530 Part 4 changed to require thermocouples to be placed on the frame as well as on the door leaf. Now this change caused a lot of the previously tested products to fail insulation, somewhere between 10 and 20 minutes. And in 2008, we conducted some fire testing on a clever but inelegant solution that you can see here, whereby we covered the steel frame with an MDF architrave and achieved in the order of 60 minutes insulation performance. Now this isn't a very aesthetically pleasing solution, but it was nonetheless the best that we could do with the materials at the time. Fast forward to 2015 and we started to develop some new solutions for this problem, and trying to get rid of the ugly, unsightly parts, the fragile components, and come together with a robust product that would stand the test of time. This went through 2 or 3 different iterations. Some products performed very well but were too brittle to be used in the real world. Some products that should have performed a lot better than they didn't quite meet the insulation requirements. In 2018, we came across what we're calling the Fire Flange concept. In the very first round of testing, this proved to actually outperform the door leaf, which was really unexpected and showed us that we were onto a winner. We spent the last few years iterating through some small improvements, ironing out the little wrinkles, testing in new wall types. And then earlier this year, in April, we had a customer approach us with a very unique problem. They needed a -6060 FRL in a Pronto panel wall in both directions, and they needed it in 2 weeks' time. Having not tested a fire-rated access panel in Pronto before, we did a little bit of research and found that there weren't any strictly compliant options available. And given the timelines of the site, what that meant was assessments are out of the question. Given the current industry environment, performance solutions are out of the question. So we stepped up, decided to fire test the product, and within 2 weeks had conducted fire testing in both directions in Pronto panel on the right access panel size and to the right performance results. So we've got some examples of the test specimens right here. We need to give a very big thank you to the Brickworks team for providing the materials to the lab on very short notice, as well as to Warrington Fire themselves, who managed to construct the walls, install the panels in accordance with our instructions, and conduct the testing, all within a very tight 2-week time frame. Now, fire testing isn't an exact science. There is always a little bit of risk, especially when watching tests remotely, as we discovered during the COVID issues. We found that it's more stressful watching fire tests remotely than it is in person. So as you can see here, the access panels remained intact and sound for the -6060 FRL, and we managed to achieve that in both directions. We would never have been able to achieve this without having our onshore factory in South Granville and our great production team, so a big thank you to all of them. We cannot do this for all sites at all times, but this is a really good example of what happens from a long product development cycle, an inquiry coming in at just the right time, and us being able to help on very short timelines. So with stage 1 of the product launch now complete, stage 2 scoping and preparation well underway for our next round of testing, that's yet another problem fire fixed. Subscribe to our social links here and feel free to get in touch with the Trafalgar team if you have any fire fixes that you need. Thank you.